Good morning, class 4. I hope you all are doing fine, isn't it? So, today we are going to start a new chapter, chapter 5, and the topic is Hector Hummingbird. Okay, this is a story about a bird named Hummingbird, alright? And do you know, Hummingbird is the smallest bird amongst all the birds. Okay, so let us see what is going to happen in the story Hector Hummingbird. So let us begin. Something big was happening in the forest. Hector Hummingbird could feel the excitement. So he flew over to where Oliver Owl was sleeping on a branch. Okay, so Hector Hummingbird went to Oliver Owl to make sure what is going to happen in the forest. Okay, so Owl said it is nothing, that King is coming to the forest for a picnic with his queen and his little princess. So after that, Hector was very happy because he had never seen the king, so he thought that he will get a chance to see the king, queen and the princess. So he spent the rest of the morning sipping nectar from the forest flower, and then he heard the sound of voices. He fluttered through the trees until he came across the picnic. So finally, the Hector saw that the king and his entire royal family was in the forest to have fun. So he saw them. There was the king and the queen and even the little princess. So Hector saw the entire royal family. Okay, so Hector watched from a tree as the picnic continued. So he saw footmen serving a huge array of treats, and other servants flitted about making sure everything was perfect for the royal family. And after that, Hector saw that the queen looked up into the tree and screamed. So Hector saw that queen was screaming. Why? Because the princess had climbed high up into a big old oak tree and was now on a branch far above the ground. So Hector saw that the princess had climbed high up into a big oak tree. So there was nobody to help the princess. All of the servants and footmen were helpless. They were not able to do anything. Okay, so Hector made a plan to help the princess. He pulled the princess by the dress back onto the branch. Hector pulled and pulled, and his wings hummed and hummed, but the princess was too heavy that he could feel her slipping as her grip on the branch failed. So Hector was smart enough to help the princess. What he did was, he saw a strong vine hanging against the tree's trunk. So in the blink of an eye, Hector grabbed the end of the vine, and as the princess fell, he flew with it around and around the princess. So finally, knotting the vine under itself, only a hummingbird could have flown so fast. So that way, hummingbird could help the princess from that old oak tree. Okay, so everybody gasped at the princess kept falling, and then she was suddenly pulled up short. The vine held. The princess dangled safely in the air. Three of the king's men scrambled up the tree and soon had safely on the ground again, and she was not hurt. Therefore, the king and queen was very happy with the hummingbird because he could save the life of the princess. And the forest was filled with cry, "Hurrah for the hummingbird!" Okay, so soon the royal gardeners planted special flower gardens full of his favorite blooms, and Hector Hummingbird was great friends with the princess, and they often played together in the forest. Although princess was not allowed to climb any more trees. So the king gave a huge meal and all guests stood and toasted Hector. And thereafter the king declared, "From now, Hector Hummingbird shall be known as Hector Hummingbird the hero." Okay, so at last we have come to know that how Hector Hummingbird could save the life of the princess. Okay, so children, with this we conclude the story. I will see you in the next video and we shall continue the exercises in the next class. Till then, stay safe and take care of yourself.